from world news. Maybe hello, welcome. Thank you for coming to the live stream. So, we were talking about current events, but I don't know if people are so interested in that. So, now I'm just going to talk about something in my own personal experience as a foreigner in Japan. Yay! So you can ask me any questions that you want, and I will answer honestly. So this is your chance. I will answer your questions. So before I came to Japan, my image of Japan was Japanese people are, really polite, really considerate. Of course, I had seen a lot of anime and news stories about bright, crazy, beautiful Tokyo. So that was my main image of Japan. That kind of Godzilla and big buildings and robots and stuff like that. But after living in Japan, my image has changed to maybe bicycles in the rain with the umbrella, late night kombini on the street, salarymen running to catch the train. These images are kind of, they make me really happy and make me think of Japan. So yeah, I really enjoy those images. Some difficult cultural rules I had to get used to when coming to Japan was, of course, taking my shoes off before coming into the house. That was easy. I understand that. And I actually, if I go back to America, I'll do the same thing because I like it. And plus, you get to show off your really cute socks with your friends. So that's really fun. Keigo. Keigo is so difficult for me. In English, yeah. I have been to Tokyo. Thank you for your question. I've been to Tokyo like maybe 5 times, 6 times. I've been to Asakusa. I've been to Shibuya and Harajuku. I often go there. When I go there for concerts. For because usually famous big concert people yeah, that's a great question. Thank you. What do I think of Tokyo? Yeah. Well, usually famous people don't come to Nagoya, so I have to go to concerts in Tokyo. I think Tokyo is amazing. It's like the most dense city. Dense means like many, many people and places in a small space. It's the densest city in the world, and it's amazing to be inside of it. It's so busy all the time, even at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. It's never quiet. There's always something happening. And there's lots of interesting culture and music, and I really, really enjoy Tokyo. But there's many faces to Japan. There's the big city, big lights, and then there's the calm, Meiji Park. Meiji Park makes you feel like you just stepped into history. You just stepped into this magical forest, and everything is peaceful and quiet. Yeah, so that's a great question. Thank you. Thank you for that question. Something else that I really, really love about Japanese culture is onsen. Onsen and sento. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the relaxing feeling, being in the water. I love the nature that surrounds you when you're relaxing in the onsen. It's really, really nice. But of course, lots of rules for the onsen too that you have to get used to. But it's not so bad. Just get really clean. Just get really, really clean. And then you can go in. Something that's difficult for some of my friends is some of my friends have tattoos. And in Japanese culture, tattoos are taboo. Taboo means like not culturally acceptable. But my friend had a little flower tattoo on her hip, and she got kicked out of the Super Sento. So yeah, that's kind of a difficult rule, I think, for a lot of foreigners. What's funny is because there's a very small foreigner community in Nagoya, everybody knows everybody. I always notice when there's another foreigner on the train or in the station, I'm always like, go forward. I always notice. And one day I noticed this gorgeous, tall woman walking my way. And I, kind of looked at her. And then she looked me right in the eyes and she smiled, this big, bright, beautiful smile. And hello, welcome to the Wiz Live. Thank you for coming. We're talking about a foreigner impression of Japan. You can ask me any questions you like. I will answer them truthfully. Any question you like. And the woman who smiled at me turned out to be this woman named Bryony, this great singer, this lovely musician. And now Bryony is teaching the Wiz meditation and yoga course online. So if you want to meet this gorgeous, lovely woman and meditate and find peace with her, then you can definitely meet her online with Wiz Academia. So check her out. Yeah. So that's something that is kind of interesting about being a foreigner in Nagoya. I have a question for you. What rule do you think foreigners often break? What rule do you think foreigners often break? What rule? Sometimes it's easy to break the cultural rules on accident. I'll tell you my story, if you can give me your guess in the chat. I love going to temples and shrines and getting the protection charm, the little pouch that kind of protects you from something. They're really pretty. You can buy them at temples and shrines. Hi, welcome to the Wiz live stream. Thank you for joining us. We're talking about a foreigner's impression of Japan. You can ask me any question you like. Put it in the chat, say hello. So I love buying those little temple charms that you can use to protect you. Well, I was walking with some friends and they noticed I had 4 charms on my bag at the same time. And they said, Darian, no! I said, what? What's wrong? Hello, welcome. We're talking about a foreigner's impression of Japan. I'm talking about what are the most common mistakes foreigners make? What mistake do you think some foreigners make when coming to Japan for the first time? Well, my mistake was having lots of temple charms on the same bag. Hello, hi Keiko, thanks for joining me again today. You have been my cheerleader today. You've been my cheerleader. I really appreciate you. So I had many temple charms on one bag, and my friend told me that's disrespectful. That means that like 2 gods are fighting or 2 gods are not being given respect. So you're supposed to have 1 charm on 1 bag or 1 charm in 1 room. So you give proper respect to the god and the power. So that was my mistake. I took the charms off my bag, left one. I was really embarrassed. So what mistakes do you think that foreigners make the most? Have you seen it in your life? Have you seen it happen? Was it a big mistake? A little mistake? Yeah, sometimes I worry I'm not doing the right thing. I think a lot of foreigners worry about doing the right thing because oftentimes maybe somebody won't tell you. And so you worry, oh, am I doing it right? I have no idea. So another interesting thing I learned when I came to Japan was how to wash my hands properly before I entered the temple. So you wash your hands and you rinse your mouth and you rinse the spoon or the ladle. Ladle. That's a hard word to say. Ladle. I wonder how that has changed since COVID-19. I wonder how the temples do that tradition. Did they lock it off? I don't know. What do you think? What happened? Another great thing about living in Japan from a foreigner's point of view, I love the festivals. I love looking at everybody's yukata. I love eating all the festival snacks, and especially in the summer, they're so refreshing. What's your favorite festival snack? I think I like cutie, the cucumber, or maybe the pineapple on a stick. Yeah, it's very fried in America at the state fair, which is kind of like the state festival. We have lots of fried food, so much fried food. I know you do at Japanese festivals too. Welcome to the Wiz live stream. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. We're talking about a foreigner's impression of Japan. Yeah. So, we're talking about our favorite festival foods. Yeah, so just tell me in the chat. Tell me what you like. Give me a recommendation so I can try it next time. That would be really cool. Give me a recommendation. Yeah, so I love looking at yukata. I love seeing the fireworks. I love all the unique local festivals. The unique local festivals really have a beautiful charm to them. One time I went to a small town outside of Hiroshima. My friend has a farm there. Really small town. I can't even remember the name. And we went to their Bon Odori festival. Oh, thank you, Thor Avenger. Yeah, so I went to the Bon Odori festival in this small town outside of Hiroshima. Chocolate with banana. Yes, that's a great one. Thank you, Tomoyo. That's a great one. Thank you for telling me that. Yeah, with the sprinkles on the chocolate banana. Yeah, I love that. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so I went to this festival, Bon Odori Festival, and they had a kind of unique play that the town put on. They had these giant masks and beautiful gold kimonos or something like that. And they performed this play. And afterward, hi, welcome to the Wiz Channel live stream. Afterward, they showed us the costumes and taught us the dance, and it was just a really, really cool thing to get to share their culture, and it's kind of unique and local. There's so much, every town is this town is famous for this ramen, and this town is famous for this soba, and this town is famous for Ringo Ame. Yeah. Like a candy. In English, Ringo Ame would be candy apple. Candy apple. Yeah. Candy apple is delicious. Actually, in American festivals, we also have Ringo Ame. We also have candied apples. caramel coating. Yeah, that's a classic festival food in America too. Yeah. So, thank you very much for joining the live stream. We talked about kimonos, we talked about festivals. Tomoyo, who was saying she liked chocolate banana, Tomoyo makes kimonos, or is learning how to make kimonos. So that is really, really cool. And she also does green tea ceremony, tea ceremony. I remember my first tea ceremony was really beautiful. There were monks there and delicious sweets, and we had to turn the bowl the exact number of times. But yeah, people often ask me, "Oh, is matcha too bitter for you?" Oh, no, it's great. It's perfect balance. But I guess it depends on the type of matcha. Depends on the type of matcha too. Yeah. And then we talked about onsens. We talked about hot springs or public bath. It's difficult for a lot of Americans, but I really enjoy it. It's very relaxing, especially if you're at a ryokan in the mountains with the fall leaves. It's perfect. Yeah. All right. So that was the end of our... I've never been to Pakistan, but I'm sure if I went there that I would love it. Thank you for asking. Yeah, so that is the end of our live stream today. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for supporting. Saturdays at 6:30. It's either me or Megumi, or me and Megumi. I'm starting a ukulele. Our ukulele class is starting in July on Saturdays, so come if you want to practice ukulele. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for your time and for being my cheerleader and for helping me today. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.